Hello everyone, it's Paulo Rodrigues, your realtor, and today I'm in this beautiful community here called Hawksmoor inside of Winter Garden, and on this video I'm going to be talking about the process when buying a new construction home. The first step is to get a pre-approval letter. This is when you go to a lender and the lender is going to pull up your credit score, ask you for your tax returns, your bank statements, your W-2s, and they're going to take that information to a bank and see how much the bank is willing to finance for you to purchase a home. I highly recommend that you choose the builder's preferred lender because this is how you get incentives from the builder. The builder can't make you choose their preferred lender, but they can give you benefits for choosing their preferred lender. And these benefits are called incentives, can come in the form of money where you can use towards your closing costs. Sometimes they pay for all of your closing costs. It can also be used towards a design studio where you pick your tile, your cabinets, your countertops, the color for everything, the front of the house. You can also use those benefits or incentives towards that as well. So after you get your pre-approval letter, now it's time to pick the lot that you're going to build your house on. Builders usually ask for about 3 to 10% so they can start building your house, and you won't have to make another payment until the closing table, which gives you about 8 to 10 months while they build the house to save up for your down payment, to save up for your first mortgage, to save up for your moving costs, and also gives you plenty of time to move out of the apartment that you've been renting, move from a different state or even from a different country, and organize for the next step in your life. And this next part is the most exciting part for a lot of people. I understand why. It's the design studio. This is when you go in, after you pick the house, you pick the lot, you're going to go in a design studio where you're going to choose the color of your cabinets, your countertops, your choice of flooring, tile, carpet, wood, whatever it is, all the interior design details that are going into the house. Be careful not to overspend in the design studio though. I get a lot of clients that do that. It's very easy to just pick an extra light, huge bathtub that you don't need at the moment. So I always recommend be very reasonable when picking these things because a lot of stuff you can choose after you purchase the home, and sometimes it's a lot cheaper, right buddy? And then 60 days before the closing date, the bank's gonna ask you for the same documents that you provided when you got your pre-approval letter. You might be asking yourself, why are they asking for the same documents again, and why 60 days before the closing? Because these documents are time sensitive. When you presented these to the bank 10 months ago, things can happen between that time in your life, and these things are a risk to a bank. For example, God forbid you lose your job or you purchase a car or a motorcycle in your credit, this could affect your credit. So the documents that you first gave the bank sometimes are useless to the bank, and you're going to need new documents to prove that the bank can still loan you the amount that they had promised you when they gave you the pre-approval letter. And then one day before the closing date, you're going to do a final walkthrough where you're going to see this guy here, blue tape, very used in a final walkthrough. What you're going to do is literally what the name says, do a walkthrough in the house and see everything and make sure that everything is as it was in the contract and as you chose in the design studio. So if you see anything wrong with the house, this is where you use the blue tape. So this house is pretty perfect. So for example, if there was a scratch here in the cabinet, I'll put a blue tape here. If there was a crack in the backsplash here, I would put a blue tape right there to notify to the builder that I'm not satisfied with the home and that these things need to be fixed before signing. You don't have to sign on a house that is not perfectly how you asked for it to be built. And the final step is the closing table. This is where the builder comes together with the buyer and the builder signs over the writing of the house and the deed over to the buyer. This is also when you make your next payment. Remember, you made a payment between 3 and 10% for the builder to start building your home. This is when you pay for your down payment here at the closing table. But your down payment sums up with the payment that you made to the builder to start building your home. So for example, let's say your down payment is 10%. And you already paid 5% for the builder to start building your home. This 5% is added up, so you only have to give an extra 5% at the closing table because your escrow and your down payment combine. Most builders give out a 10-year structural warranty, so if anything happens to the structure of the house, you're covered there. A 5-year electrical and hydrological warranty, so anything in the electrical work or the plumbing, and a 1-year overall warranty. That covers your appliances, your cabinets, your outlets, or anything else minor that could possibly go wrong with the house. And this is where you get your keys. So to recap, first you're going to get your pre-approval letter. Then you're going to pay the builder between 3 and 10% for them to start building your home. Then you're going to walk in the design center where you're going to pick the front of your home. You're going to pick the appliances, the flooring, the cabinets, the countertops. Then 60 days before closing, the bank's gonna ask for documentation again. 1 day before closing, you're going to do your final walkthrough, and the final step, get to the closing tables, get your keys. Congratulations, you're now a new construction homeowner. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Paulo Rodrigues, and I'm at your service.